Hello and welcome back to the Brew Interviews. I am Robbie, and joining me as always via the internet, my best friend, Lauren. It's episode 4. Are you surprised you made it this far? Me too. Today we're going to do some brew news where we talk about the craft brewing company Knee Deep responding to a lawsuit from Sony regarding possible intellectual property being lifted from a very popular TV show. Then, in Fave 5s, we will discuss our 5 favorite TV shows and why. And lastly, we will end on discussing millennials. What does it mean to be a millennial? Are we even millennials? Do hipsters still ruin everything? This week on the Brew Interviews.
The Brew Interviews, coast to coast, brews, faves, and more with Lauren and Robbie.
So how you been, Lauren?
Listen, Robbie, I don't know if you know this or not, but this is my favorite time of year because I get to eat tacos for like a week straight and no one questions me about it.
What?
Cinco de Mayo, my friend. Thursday was the taco tour in Manchester. So I did that, and I'm a little disappointed in myself because last year I made it to 7 tacos. So this year I wanted to make it to 8. I only made it to 6. I couldn't fit another taco, but I also had more margaritas this year than I did last year. But my favorite one was shout out to Stark Brewing Company. They made a dope fish taco. It was so good. They should have done a beer battered fish taco because they're a brewery. Get with it, guys. But other than that, and then I had my Cinco de Mayo party at work on Friday, so I got to have tacos for lunch. And then it was Cinco de Mayo, so I had tacos and tequila shots. And I went to a brewery that opened in Keene, New Hampshire. So I'm pretty pumped about that. What?
Do you even work?
It's the weekend. It was a Saturday. The taco tour was after work. The tacos were at work. And then it was the weekend. Okay? This is my Christmas, dude. I fucking love tacos. I can't be mad about this week. And it was my divorce anniversary. So I'm in an excellent mood.
Do you realize there's anything ironic about you obsessing over tacos for a week as a lesbian? No? Just me?
I mean, there might be a correlation. I kind of like the fact that all I get to do is eat tacos, like at the same time that my divorce is finalized. So I'm definitely not mad about it.
Do you cry when it happens?
Just like eating a taco, like sobbing. Absolutely not.
You've never eaten a taco and cried?
No, I don't think I've ever been unhappy eating a taco.
I think it'd be happy tears.
Oh, yes. I've definitely cried happy tears eating tacos because I love good food.
I did not do anything for Cinco de Mayo because I totally forgot that it was Cinco de Mayo.
Robbie.
What?
You didn't even drink any tequila or anything?
I drank, but not tequila.
Well, I only did 1 tequila shot this, I almost called it Thanksgiving, this Cinco de Mayo, just because I feel like I have to do a tequila shot because I love tequila shots. And it's the one holiday it's acceptable.
I probably should have done something.
You what?
Probably should have done something. I just didn't think about it.
Well, I went to Boston that night to see this girl that I've been dating, and we got tacos, and I got 2 because I was like, oh, I can always eat 2 tacos, but I was so full. I had tacos.
I bet you got some tacos.
Shut the fuck up, Robbie. Not that night. But anyways, got tacos, and then we like walked around the city and got beer, and so like it was super mellow and like not the usual Cinco de Mayo fuck fest that I partake in.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I've ever had any crazy Cinco de Mayo days.
Maybe
when I was in Germany, but
my last Cinco de Mayo was something, let me tell you, because I had just been like single and I was raging all the time. All I was doing was going out and partying. So I made that Cinco de Mayo count for all the Cinco de Mayos, my friend.
Probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah, but this year I took it easy and I had a really good time, and I realized that I don't need to go out and like get fucked up on Cinco de Mayo. I can go get fucked up whenever I want because I'm a goddamn adult. I don't need a holiday as an excuse to do it. Okay? I wanted to take my Cinco de Mayo nice and easy this year. So that's what I did.
Yeah, that's what I did. I don't know, did I tell you my upstairs neighbors? They didn't yell at me, but they spoke with me.
About
did I tell
what?
you this?
No.
I was playing video games and I was drinking, and when I get into the video game, I just keep drinking and I don't realize how much I've had. And I also listen to music at the same time.
Yeah.
And I had my headphones in, and I like to sing. So I was singing, and I hear a knock on my door. I think I had to have been like 11. And they're just like, could you not sing the Commodores so loudly? I'm like, yep, I can do that. Right,
oh my God, Robbie,
oh,
what I
man.
wouldn't do to like fucking pay money to see that happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out there for your birthday and we're gonna get drunk and play video games and sing the Commodores at 11 o'clock at night.
I am perfectly okay with that.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. We'll have a show where we're together and not talking over each other so much.
Nope, that'll still happen.
Yeah, but at least we'll be together, Robbie.
Yeah. So I guess we should really start. What are you drinking?
Oh, well, that's an excellent question, Robbie. Tonight I am drinking Slow Mo by Knee Deep Brewing out of Auburn, California. It is a 100% mosaic hopped IPA. It's a 6.5% alcohol. And it's actually only a 41 on the IBU scale, which is really low for an IPA. Like a double IPA is usually like 70, or it can get up to be like 70. Like it's maybe yours is probably like a 50 IBU or something. So this is not hoppy at all, and it's really like light bodied and low bitterness. Obviously, IBU is International Bitter Units.
It sounds like you're making that shit up.
No, it's International Bitter Units. It's like how bitter your beer is, which is why IPAs have a higher IBU than like a regular pale ale.
Yeah.
And I think that a Guinness is actually like the same IBU as this IPA right now, which might give...
So not at all?
Yeah, it's like really not bitter or hoppy, and I'm not mad about it. I think it's because they only use one hop, because it's only the mosaic hop that they brew it with. But like the fact that it's so light is really letting the like tropical flavors that are in it come out more, which I'm not mad about. Usually I like it to be like that really bitter taste when I'm drinking it, but I'm kind of enjoying having more of a fruity, full taste than bitter. So.
All right. Slow-mo?
Slow-mo.
Homo,
Yeah.
slow-mo? Got it. So if you didn't notice, since we were talking about Knee Deep Brewing for our brew news, we both got Knee Deep beers. And this week I actually got the beer that they're being pretty much sued over, filed a cease and desist order apparently,
Yes.
which is Breaking Buds. It's a 6.5%. I don't know what the IBU is because I can't get it out of this stupid koozie that I shoved it in. So
It is literally, it's literally shoved in a koozie. This koozie is maybe like 2 inches up onto the bottle because it's stretched out so far. It's really not even worth it.
These giant ass bottles sometimes. I just hate that shit, but whatever.
We got to get you a bottle koozie. I'm going to knit you one. I can't knit. Well, I can knit,
bigger.
but like...
This is bigger than like most bottle koozies. This bottle's huge.
Is it? I don't remember it being that big. I have it in my kitchen. I could go look at it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, so it's okay. It's my first time having it. It's nothing amazing. It just tastes like a good IPA. There's no knocks against it, but it's just not unique at all. What I kind of come accustomed to on IPAs and craft brewing, but it is what it is.
And it's funny that you say that because I think that's one of their most popular beers. And I've had it before, and I really liked it. Like, I almost got it again the other day because I was thinking about it. And you were talking a little earlier in that that you're drinking it pretty cold. So, like, if you let it warm up, flavors will come through.
It's warming up.
Good. It'll get better, Robbie. It'll get better as you drink it.
You can still tell, but...
All right. Well.
Yeah, it's nothing amazing. But like you said, it probably is their most popular one because I couldn't find it in like a couple of stores. Like I had to look around for it, but.
Well, I'm sorry that you're disappointed in your beer choice for the evening, Robbie.
Yeah, that's twice. I'm not disappointed. I'm just.
I may have hyped it up for you because we were talking about this beer previously.
Yeah. Well, it even says on the bottle like bronze medal.
They won
IPA winner or some shit.
Yeah, they won the bronze medal in the American IPA category in 2016 in the Great American Beer Festival.
Who won first?
I don't fucking know. Listen,
next
do
week.
them next. All right? God. So, should we jump into it since you're drinking the beer that all of this nonsense is going on about?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Here it is, guys. Here's the brew news.
Now it's time for Brew News.
That's my intro. Just so you know.
That we're just gonna go over with
yeah, I'm just gonna dub some music under that, and that'll be our go-to. All right. Do you see this? Every time we start talking, I get fucking stuffy as hell. I'm allergic to the beer. All right. So, a little bit about Knee Deep before we get into the brew news, I think. They're located in Auburn, California. They've only been open for like 7 to 8 years. Before that, they were doing some contract brewing out of Lake Tahoe with, I wrote it down, Talik Brewing. And after that, they were doing some contract brewing with Beer Man's Brewery in Lincoln, California.
Also near me.
Yeah, well, then they opened up their own brewery in Auburn, and that's where they're brewing out of now. But, so Sony Pictures, and we will post on our Instagram for everyone who, listens. We post our beer every week of what we're drinking during the episode. So if you go to our Instagram, you'll be able to see the picture of this bottle that we're talking about, that all of this is happening over. But Sony is suing Knee Deep Brewing over its Breaking Bud beer label because it's basically inspired by Breaking Bad. The label has the BR and the BA in the periodic table, which is what Sony sent a cease and desist order about because they own trademark to that logo. But it's that logo, and then it has their like hop head guy that's on all their cans in a hazmat suit with like a beer delivery truck in the background in the middle of the desert with a bunch of canisters of hops that look like hazardous waste barrels. Mm-hmm. So Sony is, let's see, hold on, they sent us. This is me giving my 7th grade history report, everyone.
Yeah.
It's not good. I apologize. Yep. So originally when they came out with this beer in 2015, I guess the like CEO of Sony had contacted Knee Deep and was like, "Oh, hey, we really like that this is kind of inspired after our TV show," and they had maybe started to talk a little bit about partnering for some things, maybe like logo stuff, who knows, but nothing like came of that. So now that Knee Deep is, I think, becoming a bigger, better brewery, because if this was happening a couple years ago, they might have just been starting out with their main brewery instead of contracting through breweries, and now Sony is like, "Oh, you stole our design," and all of that good stuff. So that's the brew news.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. I mean, I was reading the article on it from thefullpint.com.
Yeah, that's the one that I sent you, right?
Yep. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, if it's true or not, it sounds like a Sony representative reached out to them and actually appreciated the gesture, the homage almost to the show. I mean, it said, a quote here from the Sony representative, "It seems like the Knee Deep team are big fans of Breaking Bad, and we really appreciate the call out to our very popular show." So assuming that that's true.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are they bringing it up now?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand if you have something trademarked like this. And I know we were talking about with like Stone Brewing with Miller Coors.
Right.
But this, I think, is a little different considering how popular Breaking Bad is. And it's obvious that they are using it from Breaking Bad. There's no...
Yeah, and I hate to say it, but like I think that if Sony does like follow through with suing them, I don't think they're gonna have a problem being like, this is obviously like copied after our product, which sucks for Knee Deep. But it's like at the same time, come on, Sony, like what is it? I don't get like
Knee Deep is trying to go through the parody laws. Like if you use something kind of like if you think about Weird Al Yankovic with his songs,
right?
He's allowed to make
I didn't
money
even think about that
because it's parody. And that's what they're trying to base their bottle under, which is possible. They could pull it off. I mean, it's not exactly the same as the BR and the elementals signs from the elements.
Yeah. They could argue that they look like a chalkboard, though.
Yeah, right.
That's not the periodic table. What you talking about?
With the numbers and everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is different. But is it different enough for them to get away with it? I don't know.
That's kind of like a few years ago, Pharrell and Robin Thicke were getting sued for that Marvin Gaye song. Like the Marvin Gaye's family was trying to sue them over Blurred Lines.
Oh yeah.
And they ended up winning. I don't even think that even really sounded similar enough to get sued over. And I would think that this is a easier case than that. Like, ooh.
Sony's got a lot of money.
I know.
They could just bog them down with like lawyer fees and all this stuff just to make them take it away.
I mean, that sucks. Like, oh, hey, we're going to take away the label for, like, your best-selling beer over, like, is Sony hard up for cash? Like, are they going under? What's going on?
No, but I think it's kind of they want to set a precedence. So, like, if one person's going to steal from them, now everybody's going to try to profit from it.
Yeah.
I
guess that's true.
Yeah, they have to kind of make an example, and I understand that. I honestly hate the label.
Really? I really like it. That's why I kept the bottle. I think it's cool. That's why I bought it. I buy all of my beer based off of the can art.
Yeah.
Unless Zach, like, put something in my 6-pack that he's like, oh, you're going to love this. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw some of their other stuff. I actually have another knee-deep beer in the fridge, just in case.
Which one?
It is the chocolate hazelnut milk stout.
Ooh. See, I don't drink dark beers, but something like that, like, I would drink that. I had what is it? There's one from Ballast Point that it's like their cinnamon raisin stout or something like that.
Really?
But they finally distributed it to New Hampshire, and the Poorhouse was the first beer to have it on tap in New Hampshire. And so I got there that night because they were doing a special about it, and I got in and I was like, Tim, because obviously I'm friends with the bartender at my favorite bar in Keene. I was like, oh, quick, like, can I have one? He's like, you're not going to be the first person to try it, but you'll be the second person in New Hampshire to try this beer. And I was like, fuck yeah. So I got it, and I just wanted to drink it because I wanted to be one of the first people to try it. I didn't even really care about the beer, but I tried it. It was great. Like, and I don't even drink heavy beers or dark beers. And so I got a second one. So I was the first person in New Hampshire to try, to have the second beer and the first person to have a third beer. So
well, good for you.
Oh, thanks. It was a good night, my friend.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the Breaking Bad logo right now on the show. Mm-hmm. So yeah, other than the numbers on the logo are in opposite corners, so that's different. But yeah, that's about it.
Oh shit.
Unfortunately, right. I don't know if the numbers are the same or not, but I'm sure the numbers have meaning. Yeah, they're different numbers.
Good.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if that's enough.
I guess we'll find out. We'll keep an eye on the story, folks. We'll get back to you. We'll post anything that we find out if you're invested in knowing.
But you got to think, Breaking Bad's been off the air for 5 years, 6 years, 5 years.
I have no idea. I watched the first couple seasons and then I fell out of it. I don't watch a lot of TV, so you all are in for an entertaining episode.
Yeah. I mean, it's been on Netflix for years.
I know. Well, that's where I started watching it. I was watching it on Netflix, and then I stopped watching it because life gets busy, or I started watching something else, or like didn't want to watch it, and so
I didn't care for it.
I liked it, but I think it started to become too much for me. And if I had the time to like dedicate to just sitting down and like watching it, I would have, but I didn't. So I just kind of fell to the wayside.
Yeah, I mean, everybody rants and raves about it, but I really don't care. I don't like that much.
It just really made me want to become like a drug dealer because they make a shit ton of money, and I can't have that kind of bad influence in my life. So
yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah, I'm just looking. It has a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Holy shit! Is that good? I assume that's good.
Oh, you don't do Rotten Tomatoes at all?
No. I usually go. I don't check the ratings of anything that I watch or eat.
Neither do I.
Because I don't like to have a preconceived notion of what it's going to be like.
So for movies, TV shows, no, I don't do ratings. But for like restaurants, hell yeah, I might look something up.
Well, I'll look up good restaurants, and like if it comes down to me deciding between a couple, I will lean towards the better rating, or I'll read the reviews. Yeah, I don't necessarily look at the rating.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you just don't know if a restaurant's going to be good or bad, and then you read the reviews, you're like, oh shit, I guess I'm not going there.
Yeah, that's true. But I've also read some pretty terrible reviews at restaurants that I've had really good experiences at. So, tomato, potato.
That is not the saying.
I know. My coworker said that to me the other day. He goes, potato, tomato. And I was like, wait, what? So I've decided that's the terminology that I'm going to use from now on. I'm just going to go potato, tomato.
Yeah, or just replace it with anything else.
Yeah, tomato, potato.
Yeah, potato, grapefruit. It's just how it is. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You having a stroke? Jesus.
I'm pretty sure that my coworkers think that about me at least 15 times a day. So.
Oh yeah, you're a spaz.
Oh, I am unapologetically weird, and I don't care.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, like why would I try and be anyone other than who I am? Because then I have to worry about putting up a facade, and that's not anything I'm interested in doing. So it takes more energy for me to fake being somebody else than it takes enough energy just being me. To be honest.
I'm the same way. I'm pretty sure there's times where I'm out and about with a friend, and he's just like, yeah, get away from me. Like,
I'm pretty sure that's why we get along so well, Robbie.
Yeah, right.
I don't think that you're weird, but that's just because our weirdnesses probably cancel each other out. Like, we're just on the same level. Like, we're normal to each other. But although if you think that I am weird, so
yeah, we both are. It's okay.
It's all right.
I dance.
I love dancing.
Yeah.
All I want to do is dance, guys.
We were doing it was called an open house at work. Mm-hmm. And people were bringing in their families, and I was one of the escorts where I had to show people around and all this stupid stuff that I didn't want to do. But there was a lot of times when we were just standing around doing nothing, just waiting, and I can't stand still. I can't.
Oh, I
feel
like, that.
I'm just like bobbing and weaving and dancing, and everyone's looking at me like, "What are you okay?"
That's literally me, Robbie. That's why we get along so well, because that's what I do.
Because we dance.
We just dance. Ellen, man. Ellen would be so proud.
I've stopped watching her.
I have too, but that's because I didn't have cable. But now that I have cable, can I record shit? I bet I can record stuff now that I have cable again. That, like, comes standard, right?
I don't know. I haven't had cable
I have one of
6 years.
Well, this is the first time I've had cable in about 3 years. And I have one of those one of the remotes that has a microphone in it that you can just, like, talk into, and the TV does what you ask it. I'm terrified of it. I don't know how to use it. The guy showed me. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I think I get a little nervous trying to use it. I'm like, oh, is it going to judge me based on what I ask it for? Like,
yeah.
It's giving it a personality. Though. No.
If it talks back to you, that'd be great.
It's like, really, Lauren, you're going to watch another cooking show?
Yeah, right.
This is the 7th day in a row that you've watched Chopped all night.
Go outside.
Yeah.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, that's our lives. All right, so speaking of TV shows, are we going to do our fave fives?
Yeah, we're just going to dive right into our fave fives since we're talking about Breaking Bad and Sony and theft.
Do one of your TV shows have to do with stealing, Robbie?
Yeah, actually they do. We should start with our honorable mentions first.
All right, now see, listen. I think that we shouldn't start with our I don't know. This is going to be an interesting segment, folks, because I haven't had cable for the past 3 years, nor do I watch a lot of TV.
I don't either. Still have TV shows. You watch them all the time on Netflix and shit.
But I don't, Robbie. I don't watch. I have Netflix, I have Hulu, I have Amazon Prime, I have cable now. I do not watch TV. I just don't watch it.
That's not TV. That's Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah, but that's like TV, right?
No,
they're TV episodes.
Yeah,
they're series. They're TV series.
Watch your shows.
Yeah, I have my shows that I watch now. All right, but so like my music list. Excuse me. Ooh, this beer gives me the burps, dude.
Yeah.
Gross. All right, so like my movie list, music list. We haven't done movies yet, right?
No, we have not.
Wait for the movie episode, guys. Listen, like my music list, these are just TV shows that I've been able to get through the entire series of, and I could watch on repeat without getting tired of. There are other TV shows that I enjoy, but these are the one of different genres. If you ask me for my favorite, like, weird hipster shows, then I could give you weird hipster shows. I could give you TV dramas. I could give you TV comedies. But these are just the top ones. Just the top ones.
All right. What's your number 5 then?
Oh, shit. All right.
Were you not expecting us to talk about your favorite TV shows?
I know. No, I was. All right.
Did I catch you off guard?
A little bit. All right. I'm still a little undecided on my number 5.
I hate everything. Why do you choose to be the way you are?
This life, I didn't choose this life, Robbie. It chose me, okay?
You put the little numbers next to the shows.
I can't decide. Number 5 was hard because, like, I like a lot of shows at number 5.
Then what is it?
All right, well, one of them's out. You told me I couldn't do cartoons, so one of those is out.
Yeah. We're going to save cartoons for another fave fives.
All right. I think my 5th favorite show is Law and Order SVU.
On my honorable mentions.
Robbie, it could have been both of our honorable mentions.
Yeah, right?
I mean, who doesn't like fucking Law and Order SVU? Come on. Dun dun.
Dude, I know the entire, beginning.
Yeah, and, Olivia.
Mariska Hargitay.
Oh, Olivia. Everyone's like Stabler. I'm like, no.
I do like Stabler.
No, obviously, who doesn't like Stabler,
cool.
but, Olivia's where it's at.
Oh, yeah. When he left, I was pretty disappointed, though.
It's always sad to see a character go.
Especially
one who's been with the show, that long, and he's just a good guy. He keeps it interesting. That's all I got.
That's all you had for
that.
Yeah,
I just like it. I like the suspense of it. I like the content of it. It's just a good show. Ice-T, yeah, come on.
Ice-T's on it. At work, I will just randomly start saying the beginning of the show.
Really?
Yes,
I wish that I could
time.
recite that.
All the time.
Oh.
And my friend Mitch just looks at me and goes, really? Really?
Yes. Yes, really.
But yeah, definitely on my honorable mentions.
All right, good. Well, what's your number 5?
Oh, my number 5, going old school. We're going the Munsters.
The Munsters?
The Munsters.
Oh my god. Was it that show? No. Okay, I was thinking Family Guy. Not Family. Oh my
Addams
fucking
Family.
god. And the Addams Family. Their whole TV set was pink.
It was black and white.
No.
TV show.
No, yeah, the TV show itself was filmed in black and white, but the whole set was different shades of pink because it showed up better in black and white.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you Google the set of the Addams Family, but you're
awesome.
talking about the Munsters, so it's not the same thing, but it's just a little fun fact for everyone.
Anyway, Munsters, I mean, I'm a huge horror movie fan forever. And growing up, the Munsters was like my introduction to horror creatures, and and it was funny. It just was. And I was always watching TV Land with my dad, so
oh yeah,
I got introduced to that really young.
All right, so that's kind of the start of your scary movie interest.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Munsters and Addams Family. Addams Family is on my honorable mentions, so.
Oh, good. Just so everyone knows, I hate scary movies, and Robbie makes me watch them all the fucking time. Or at least he used to when we were in high school. He'd come over, he's like, all right, this is the scary movie we're watching this week. And I'm like, great, fucking awesome. I'm going to have nightmares all week again.
Yeah, that was, we would do that at Alan's house, right?
Yeah, Alan's basement room.
Yep, me, you, Allie, sometimes Chris, yeah.
Yeah, you came over to my parents' house a couple times, too, I think.
Yeah.
That's where we watched Silent Hill. Is that yeah, I like that one. That one's like the only one that I think I really enjoyed.
And the scariest one ever, the boy in the striped pajamas.
Oh no, I was in charge of renting. Oh shit, I just dropped my phone. I was in charge of renting. Shut up, Robbie. I was in charge of renting the TV show or the movies for after prom. And I don't pay, like we were talking about earlier, I don't fucking pay attention to anything. I saw Boy in the Striped Pajamas was a big thing right now. People like that movie. I was like, this looks good. Yeah, Lauren, let's get a fucking movie about the Holocaust to watch after prom, you idiot. You should have gotten American Pie, you dumb bitch. Like,
yeah.
Come on.
Worst decision ever.
I apologize, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I put you through that. But we were all hungover from Captain Morgan and orange soda.
We were just ill.
My mom got up and made these beautiful Belgian pancakes.
Yeah, waffles.
Oh yeah, Belgian pancake. What the
Belgian
fuck?
Belgian pancakes.
Belgian pancakes aren't a thing. Oh.
Drink some more beer.
Yeah.
Christ's sake.
My mom got up and made everyone these beautiful Belgian waffles, and none of us could eat them, and I felt so bad. My mom was so happy that I had friends over, like, overnight, because she always, like, wants to host. My mom's, like, just like me. She wants to fucking host people and cook them breakfast and shit. and no one ever slept over because my house is, like, out in the boonies, and, like, my house is filled with antiques because my parents are antique dealers, so it's not, like, a conducive house for teenagers, but...
No. It was still fun.
Yeah. We had a good prom.
So what is your number 4?
My number 4 is Parks and Rec.
On my honorable mentions.
Really? It's not on your top, Robbie?
It was number 6 if I had to do a top 10.
Oh, that's so disappointing because I really feel like this is the TV show that you and I bond over.
Oh, for sure.
because you introduced me to it, and basically I am Leslie Knope, and you're Ron Swanson, and that's if anyone needs to imagine our relationship, that's basically what it is.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm always happy and excited, and every time we get drunk, I'm like, Robbie, when are you having little Robbie babies? When are you getting married? He fucking hates it. Like, he's shaking his head right now. He's so mad.
Nope.
He's just like, meat and axes.
meat and whiskey and breakfast foods and
bacon and eggs, dude. I fucking had bacon and eggs for breakfast this morning. It was so good.
We're getting off topic.
Sorry. I almost all right, Parks and Rec, my fourth favorite show. What's your fourth?
My fourth favorite show is The A-Team.
The A-Team. I knew that this was going to be on your list.
Once again, because I'm just old.
I know, you like a lot of old TV shows.
But A-Team was so badass and just had all the great characters, and nobody ever died. Like, there was always, like, shootouts and fights, but nobody ever died. Like,
oh, that's crazy. Good. I like that.
It was crazy. It was like the Power Rangers. Like, just shot and things sparked, and it was just like, well, I guess that's the way it is.
Love the Power Rangers, dude.
Yeah, Power Rangers.
I was the green Power Ranger for, like, 3 Halloweens in a row.
I think I was blue? I was blue or red.
It was a hand-me-down costume, too, and I still wore the crap out of that thing.
Who was the Asian?
The yellow.
No, there was a guy. There was a guy.
The white.
Asian.
The white or the black, right? Green, maybe?
Green was a white dude.
I don't fucking have any idea.
Either way.
The yellow one was an Asian chick, though, right?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the American show is actually a spin-off of the original show. It's Japanese.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Yeah, Super Sentai something.
So they were all Asian.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, well, like, all the scenes of them fighting with the helmets and stuff on, that's all, I think, all the Asian show. The other scenes, all the other scenes with them with their helmets off, and that's what we recorded in the U.S.
Oh, that's such a fun fact.
Yeah, look it up. It's really weird how they had to morph all this shit together. No pun intended, because they're...
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Anyway, the A-Team, definitely one of my top.
Who was your favorite A-Team?
Favorite A-Teamer?
Your A-Teamer.
Oh, man.
I've never seen the show, so I'm
really?
blindly asking.
You should. Probably B.A. Baracus, which is Mr. T.
Okay, I was going to be like, Mr. T is one of them, right?
Yes, it is.
Word.
All right, what is your number 3?
All right, my number 3, everyone, I would be a terrible lesbian if this was not on my top 5 favorite TV shows, and Robbie definitely called this earlier. Yeah.
Can I guess it?
Yes, you can guess it. Go ahead.
Lauren's number 3 favorite show of all time, The L Word.
Ding, 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 ding. Robbie's so right. So The L Word's my 3rd favorite show, and it, as a young person trying to come out in the LGBT community or figuring out your own sexuality, it's a really important show. You don't see enough lesbian characters on mainstream media, and it's really upsetting because then you don't know where you fit in society, because we base a lot of our self-identity off of what we see on TV and off of social media. And I watch The L Word religiously, and that's literally how I know every single fact about lesbians. Like U-hauling, or the fact that literally they all just fucking sleep with one another, which is, Jesus Christ, there's a whole web. There's a whole web of them. And the different dynamics of the different types of lesbians. Listen, The L Word is a quality show. It's not just like, oh, here's a bunch of fucking dykes. Like, no, it's good. It has good topics. It covers a lot of different things. Robbie, don't judge me.
Listen,
you jackass.
It's the only thing you made me watch, I think, some episodes of it once.
I made you watch the first episode, which I should not have done, because literally it opens up to like just 2 women having sex.
Which I don't mind. I'm just saying, it's. I'm trying to find a show to compare it to that's just. It's like HBO stuff. It's just softcore.
It's Showtime. It's on Showtime.
Which is the same thing.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, but it's nice that they show that, because that's not something that everyone sees.
What, the boobs?
It makes it yeah, well, titties are great, but like it's nice that when something that is kind of taboo is made mainstream, and it helps to just like unite a group of people that kind of feel a little bit outcast.
I wouldn't say mainstream.
Well, it's more mainstream than like the fucking indie collection on Netflix that only has like foreign films in it. That's the only like LGBT shit on Netflix was like the foreign films. It's like, oh, let me watch a gay movie. Oh, except it has French subtitles. Never mind.
Whatever.
I love the fact that I don't know if it's on Hulu or Netflix now. It was just on Netflix, but I think they might have put it on Hulu.
I don't think it's Netflix anymore.
Oh, well, shout out to those streaming companies that put on the L Word. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Because I spent a lot of late nights watching the L Word to just, it's such a good, not like that. Jesus Christ, Robbie. God damn it.
Playing a little downstairs DJ. I get it.
No. No. Oh, sorry. That was disgusting. I'm going to edit that out.
No, I'm
all
keeping
right. You're like, I'm going to do this episode.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah.
All right, Robbie, what's your third favorite show?
My third favorite show of all time is Nash Bridges.
I have literally never, ever heard of that show.
So it was a 90s show, 90s into late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
Starring Don Johnson.
I don't know who that is.
Miami Vice.
Robbie.
Wow.
I got nothing.
He's a mystery. Anyway, Nash Bridges is the cop show based in San Francisco. It's him and his partner's Cheech Marin from Cheech and Chong.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And it's just a great cop show.
I like a good cop show.
Yeah, and it's 90s greatness. Just the fashion, the music, everything going on is just hilarious.
I love
that. It's not a comedy.
It's not?
No, not at all. It has comedy bits, but it's not a comedy.
So like drama. Have you seen Southland?
We're talking about Nash Bridges.
Oh, sorry.
This is my time.
Not to take away.
Bullshit garbage show.
Southland is not bullshit garbage. It's a good cop show.
Yeah,
You've seen it?
No.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
So Nash Bridges is also one of my top shows because it's one of those shows that I grew up watching with my mom. Like we would always tune in to Nash Bridges every time, and my favorite car of all time is the car that he drives, the 1971 Plymouth Barracuda. Just a beautiful car. And ever since then, it's just been one of my favorite shows, and yeah, a lot of memories with that show.
Well, I like that. I like when there's a nostalgic memory tied. That's a few of my honorable mentions.
Yeah, mine too.
But
yep.
I like a good cop drama.
Yeah,
never mad
you'd
about
like
that.
it. You'd like Nash Bridges.
All right, I'll look it up. Is it on Netflix or Hulu?
No, I own the complete series.
All right, so when I come out to visit you, we're gonna
binge watch Nash Bridges.
Yep, and then get drunk and sing at 11 o'clock at night.
Yep.
I downloaded that Commodore song that you sail on. Yeah. Oh my god, I was listening to it at work. I was like, this is beautiful,
dude.
It says everything I feel.
Dude, Commodores know your feelings.
Oh man,
they really do.
Lionel Richie, dude. Ugh.
Right?
Ugh. This is coming from someone who doesn't even like men, but just like, god damn it, dude. God damn.
Yeah. A lot of people, especially nowadays, have no clue about, like, they know who the Commodores.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they were, like, that was who they were.
Yeah. Oh.
They're beautiful.
People still got to learn.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Second.
Number two.
All right. Number 2 on my list, and I don't want any judgment from anyone, and I don't really care what you say, Robbie, but number 2 on my list is Golden Girls.
I'm not saying anything bad. I used to watch it every now and then.
Listen, I fucking love the Golden Girls. I've seen every episode. My best friend's ringtone on my phone is the Golden Girls theme song, and Betty White is the greatest thing in the entire universe.
She is. She the only one alive still?
She is the only one alive still, which is funny because she was also the oldest of the entire bunch.
Even older than the mom?
Yeah, even older. They had to do a lot of makeup on her, actually. She was the youngest, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I never got close.
It was either her or Rue. It was her or Rue that were the youngest, but Dorothy the first one to pass away, and then Rue, and then I don't know. All I know is that Betty White is older than sliced bread.
Yeah, she is.
Literally. And she's the only one still kicking, and she's still out there putting in that work.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah. Have you seen Hot in Cleveland?
I had seen like some episodes from the first season when it first came out, but not much.
I think I watched the first 2 seasons, and it was fucking hilarious. And Betty White is still sharp as a fucking tack. I love that lady. Yeah. Like, that's when I think that the world's, like, apocalypse is going to happen, is, like, the day that Betty White passes away.
Well,
like,
so
that's
we got a year.
All the nukes are going to go off. We're all done for when Betty White kicks the bucket, dude. Please don't kick the bucket, Betty White, because we really like you. Tom Petty was a hard enough loss.
Don Rickles passed away recently.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, my God. Why are we friends?
I don't know, Robbie.
After this, go on YouTube and watch up Don Rickles highlights.
Well, just tell me who he is.
He's a comedian.
A comedian?
I think we talked about this on, like, episode 2.
I was just going to say, I feel like we just had this conversation.
Yeah, because you suck.
I don't suck. Don Rickles? I'm going to look it up right now.
Don Rickles. Very funny. He's like an insult comedian from back in the day. He was, up until his last day, too, he was sharp as a tack.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Oh, he passed away last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, last April.
Oh, maybe it was just the anniversary of him passing.
Yeah.
That's what it was, yeah.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Come on, Robbie.
Yeah,
get with
whatever.
it. All right, what's your second favorite show?
My second favorite show of all time is the Trailer Park Boys.
Somebody was just talking to me about this show the other day and asking me if I had seen it, and I was like, I haven't seen it, but I know that my best friend Robbie likes it, so like it must be a good show.
It's definitely a cult following.
Yeah, like a
show.
Sunny and Always Sunny kind of.
That's in my honorable mentions. That show is fucking amazing.
Which I need to watch it because a lot of people have said really good things about it, and I think it's one that I'd really enjoy, but I haven't had time to watch a new show.
Yeah. But Trailer Park Boys, for those of you who don't know, Canadian TV show about these 3 friends. It takes place in Nova Scotia, Canada, and they're pretty much live in a trailer park, and they commit crimes, and it's about, friendship and selling drugs and making money and trying to make it in life and stuff like that, and they're always going to prison every year, and it's like that's how every season ends, is them going to prison.
I think that this is absolutely a show that I am going to enjoy.
You might like it. It's funny, and Ricky, the guy that plays Ricky, Rob Wells, is a genius. He's hilarious, and like the things, because the character he plays is super stupid.
He's the guy with the glasses, right?
No, that's Bubbles.
Oh shit.
But they're total, yeah. But no, it's just so funny. Like, he messes up like everyday sayings. You know what I mean?
Like potato, tomato.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever done one like that. But like, there's so many to name that he just fucks up, and it's great. Like, you can look up a list of all. It's called Rickyisms.
Rickyisms?
Because those are all the ones he gets wrong and stuff like that. It's great.
That's hilarious. Have you ever looked up Leslie's compliments to Anne? There's like a website. There's like a compliment generator. Like, if you type in Leslie Knope compliments or something like that on Google, like, you can literally just like keep clicking and it'll just keep giving you like random compliments. It's great.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Leslie Knope is from Parks and Rec, show we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, sorry for those of you who didn't Google it as soon as I said it.
Yeah, but Trailer Park Boys, I have almost every season. They just released their newest season last month. I think it was last month.
How many seasons are there?
10? 9, 10? They're not long. They're like 10 to 12 episodes each. But now they're a Netflix show.
Oh.
Yeah. And they're all on Netflix. There's like 4 or 5 movies that all kind of intertwine, and I own all those, and it's
Maybe
so
I'll
good.
start watching this.
Yeah.
Worst case Ontario.
Instead of worst case scenario.
Yeah. That's hilarious because they're in Canada. Sorry, I was looking up.
Yeah, that's funny.
Two birds stoned at once.
Yep.
This is great. Dude, I'm definitely gonna look this up.
Gorilla see, gorilla do.
Gorilla see, gorilla do. I like that. Oh shit.
It's a great show.
All right.
Yeah, lovable characters for sure.
What's our top? Is this our top, Robbie?
This is.
All right, top TV show ever.
Go for it.
This one is actually a new show that I've been watching, and I really relate to the characters and the topics.
It's a new show you're watching?
Yeah. Well,
I've watched already your favorite.
Yeah, I've watched every episode, and this may change. It's subject to change, but it's my favorite show right now.
Do I know it?
You might have heard of it. Do you want to take a stab at it?
No. If you say I might have heard about it, we probably never talked about it, so.
All right. So my favorite TV show is Broad City.
Nope, never heard of it.
No? All right. So it's a Hulu original show.
That's why.
It has two main characters, Alana Wexler and Abby... Shit. I don't fucking remember her last name. Abby Jacobson, maybe? That might be her actual real name. I'm not sure. I follow her on Instagram. But they're just these two crazy bitches in New York, and they're just trying to figure out life, and they're feminists, and literally the show covers every... Don't fucking smirk at feminist, Robbie. I saw that.
I didn't smirk.
I heard it. I think that it's a really good show that covers a lot of different topics, and it shows that women can be what the fuck they want to be and act how the fuck they want to act, and their society shouldn't put any sort of cap on that. And if they do, they can go fuck themselves, and that's what I love. Alana Wexler is my spirit animal, and that's how I feel.
Yeah, I've never heard of that show.
Well, I highly, highly recommend it.
I don't have Hulu, so.
Well, I'll give you my password.
Okay.
Hulu, if you're listening, ignore that.
I'll watch that show about feminists. Ugh.
Robbie, you would like it. It's very Parks and Rec like esque. You know?
Yeah. It's like that. What's that show I watched with you? The Superstore.
Yeah. It's kind of like Superstore or The Good Place or Difficult People. I would highly recommend Difficult People. That's on my honorable mentions. Also,
oh, I think I have seen a couple episodes of that.
Yeah, it's the guy. He was in a couple episodes of Parks and Rec. He like took over the parks department, like towards the end, and all he does is like fucking yell all the time. Yeah. He's
Craig.
The main character. I don't remember his name. He has a show on Comedy Central too, where he just like walks up to people on the street and like yells at them or something. Or but he is hilarious. He's a really good comedian. I really like his work. But Difficult People is the closest show that I could name that would be like Broad City, I think.
All right.
Yeah. All that Jewish vibe, you know?
The Jewish vibe. All right. So for my number one favorite TV show of all time, hear me out. Okay?
I just told you...
I know. Shut up. Don't say anything until I'm done talking.
Yes, sir.
My favorite show of all time, and not just because I know the entire theme song by heart, Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls? Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you. Okay.
You know, I really love the relationship between Rory and Lorelai, so it's kind of, you know.
Listen, they just redid the whole... They just started the new Gilmore Girls thing. Don't knock it, sir. Now, I would have been more impressed if you had said Sex and the City, but...
No, it's stupid. But no, Gilmore. I do know the whole theme song, though, but that's only because my sister used to watch it every day, so...
I mean, I've never seen all of the episodes, but...
It wasn't a horrible TV show, but...
Snooki, dude. Melissa McCarthy. You can't...
That's right,
can't
she
not
wasn't
like
that.
it. Yeah, she was before she like blew up to
Snooki,
the huge famous
Snooki.
lady that she
was her name
now.
Snooki?
Snooki, yeah.
It was Snooki?
It was 100% Snooki. Suki. God damn it, not Snooki.
Snooki's from Jersey Shore.
Here we are, Lauren. Here we are. Crisscrossing Jersey Shore and fucking Gilmore Girls. Jesus
I mean, they're so alike.
Suki,
yeah, that's it.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Anyway, my actual number one. Just be coughing in the middle of my shit.
Sorry, I'll mute myself.
And my favorite show of all time, which Lauren probably knows, The Office.
Yes, I 100% knew that was going to be your favorite show.
Yeah,
And I was like, well, I haven't heard it yet, and I know it's not an honorable mention. Like,
yep, definitely.
I should have tried to guess it, Robbie. God damn it.
Well, I mean, I've seen every episode. I've owned all the seasons. A lot of memories with it. Like one of my closest friends, Allie, we used to watch it all the time. We know everything about it, every weird piece of trivia, every little fact. It's just the way it is.
Honestly, if you ever ask Robbie anything about The Office, he knows.
Yeah. People do it at work, too. They'll ask me about, like, do you know this part about The Office? I'm like, yes, I do.
You're like, actually, fun fact about it.
Dude. I mean, I have a Dunder Mifflin sweatshirt. I have two,
I love
actually.
that sweatshirt.
Did I tell you Allie got me another one?
Did she really?
I don't know if you remember the episode, but it's when Kevin makes chili.
That's my favorite episode. You know why? Because that's what I'm good at in life.
Yeah.
I am Kevin. All I'm good at is making chili. It's the thing that I love
Yeah.
most.
but I have a shirt that says Kevin's Famous Chili with his face on it. Like, it was a special promotion.
That.
Yeah, they don't sell them anymore because it was just a one-time thing that he did. Brian,
Robbie.
Excuse me, Brian Baumgartner. So, yeah, Kevin's my favorite character.
I know your bobblehead. You have a bobblehead of Kevin also.
I do. You know how much those bobbleheads are worth now?
How much?
A lot.
You should have bought a lot of them.
I didn't buy it. Allie got it for me.
Well, what the fuck, Allie? You should have bought a lot of them.
Yeah.
We talk about Allie and Alan a lot on this podcast. They're never going to know about it. They're never going to know how famous they are. Robbie sends me a zoomed in picture of Allison's face whenever he's like annoyed with me or anything.
It's my Allie meme.
It's his Allie meme. It's hilarious.
And it works so well.
I know, I get that. I'm like, God damn it, Robbie. And my phone saves every picture that's sent to me in a message. So I have 17 fucking pictures of Allie's zoomed in face on my phone that I have to go keep deleting because I have no room on my phone for anything.
That's awesome.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Well, that was it. That was our Fave Fives. You want to do honorable mentions?
Yeah, we have to. Ones that we haven't talked about, at least.
All right. Do you want to go first? Because I just have, literally a list of TV shows that I watch. And that's my...
That's not an honorable mention, but...
No, but, that's what this whole list is. And I just kind of put my favorite 5 at the beginning.
Well, mine are obviously better than yours, so I guess we'll start with a couple of mine.
They 100% are. I'm not even going to argue.
The first honorable mention is Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill!
I grew up loving this show. Was it PBS? I don't know if it was PBS or not. But every day we would watch Bill Nye the Science Guy. In school, we would watch Bill Nye the Science Guy.
God, I fucking love Bill Nye, dude.
Yeah, and it's still on Netflix, I think,
Yeah, it is. And he just started a new TV show too that's on Netflix.
Yep. I don't watch that, but I watch the original Bill Nye stuff.
You should watch it. I've heard good things.
Yeah, maybe.
I still remember a few episodes, specific scenes from specific episodes of Bill Nye that, he was just such a nice guy, and his bow ties are really inspiring. So
yeah. I wonder where you got it from.
I know, right? I love a good bow tie, guys. I fucking love a good bow tie.
Should I do another one?
Well, wait. I want to do one.
Okay.
All right. My first honorable mention is Family Feud. Because I fucking love Family Feud, dude.
So, not a TV show.
It is a TV show.
No, it is a game show.
Oh,
that happens to be on TV. Okay.
I can change it. Do you want me to change it?
Yeah, you should, because that's not a TV show.
Okay, Family Feud is 100% a TV show. It was on TV and it was a show. Family Feud is a TV show.
It is a
If I have to change my mind, then I'm going to choose I Love Lucy.
I'm kind of surprised you put that one on your list.
Why?
Because there's so much associated with that show.
I know. So, I Love Lucy was also the favorite TV show of my ex-wife. And so we had a lot of I Love Lucy things in our house. But I also liked I Love Lucy before her and I got together.
Yeah.
And Lucille Ball is just fucking wonderful, dude. She is funny and witty and smart, and she fucking did her thing like a badass bitch. And I love women in comedy, and I support that fully, and she's just fucking hilarious, dude. You can't watch that show and not be happy.
True.
Plus, it's old school, and I'm literally just an old lady, so I'm saving that.
All right, my next honorable mention is Unsolved Mysteries.
I don't think I've ever watched that.
What? The original Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack?
No.
He used to wear the trench coat.
That's hilarious.
Dude, best show ever. It's on, if you have Amazon Prime, it's on Amazon Prime Video.
Okay, I think I have Amazon Prime. I think my sister's still paying for it.
That's
but
good.
I'm not going to say anything.
I hope she listens to this.
I know. Well, I don't think it didn't charge my card, but I still have it, but she didn't say anything about it, so
Yeah. Well, type it in and watch Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack.
Yes, sir.
Not the newer one. The originals. That's the one you got to watch. Best stories, best crimes, best reenactments, 90s.
They're real life stories?
Yeah, it's crimes.
I like that. I watch Dateline sometimes.
Well, that's dumb, but this is good.
I watch it on YouTube when I'm at work.
That is the lamest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Well, it's better than fucking paying attention to work.
Let's watch Dateline.
I like crimes, Robbie. Well, okay, so I stopped doing that.
I like crimes.
I like listening to other people.
I like crime.
No, I like listening to crime stories. Okay,
Yes.
that's why I started listening to crime podcasts. Okay,
There is
that's why we're doing a podcast. My first podcast I ever listened to was a true crime podcast. Fuck you, Robbie.
There is a. If you watch that series on Netflix, the one about I think it's like in the 70s, about the serial killers.
No, I haven't watched it.
You should. It's like when they first start to like diagnose serial killers for an actual mental illness and like make a profile out of serial killers. It's
Yeah, I like that.
It's really good.
All right, I'm gonna look it up. What is it?
I can't remember the name. I watched
It's
it when
on
it
Netflix?
It first debuted on Netflix, but I can't remember what the name was.
All right.
But it's really good.
All right, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna watch it.
Wait, did you go or did I go? I don't remember.
You just went.
Your turn.
You did true crime, not true crime. Unsolved mysteries.
What the fuck is true crime?
Isn't that a show?
I don't know.
I think
just
it's
asked.
a show. Okay. All right. So, I don't have good ones. Roswell is my next honorable mention because I fucking love aliens and it was just a really good show, dude. I just like shows about aliens. I don't watch TV. I don't watch a lot of TV, and the TV that I do watch, I just want it to be on a subject matter that like I care about. And I fucking care about aliens, and like it was good acting, and it played on my sad emotional teenage drama, you know, like you're hormonal and like a teenager and you're like, oh my god, love, and it like played off those emotions, and I fucking love that TV show, dude.
Did you not watch Supernatural?
No, I never watched Supernatural.
You should watch Supernatural.
Why?
If you like a shitty show like Roswell, you would love Supernatural.
No. First off, Roswell was not shitty, A, because it's on my honorable mentions. And B, I've watched a few episodes of...
It's amazing.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Amazing.
It's a great show.
I haven't really ever hopped on the Supernatural train, and I don't think I ever will.
That's because you're gay. Let's
Yes.
see. Speaking of scary things, probably my last one. Actually, both my last two are scary stuff. I have Goosebumps, the original series.
Yep, should have guessed that.
And American Horror Story.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't watched American Horror Story? You probably
No,
hate
I
it.
watched a few episodes of like the newest season, and I don't like it. Like, I hate being scared. I don't want to be scared, and the only time that I have time to watch TV is at night before bed, and I'm not going to watch something scary at night before bed. So
It is pretty twisted, some of their stuff.
yeah, it was fucked up, dude. I was like, I actually don't mind a TV show that makes me scared as much as I don't like a TV show that makes me uncomfortable. And it was just like so uncomfortable to watch some of it that I was just like, I can't do this.
Watch, I think season 3 is Coven. It's the one about the witches.
That's the one with Stevie Nicks, right?
Yeah, that's the one you should watch.
Yes.
You'd like
Okay,
that
I'll watch that one only because it has Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, and Goosebumps, as I said, still one of my favorite TV shows. I still watch it every Halloween.
I'll watch Goosebumps at Halloween. I like that because that one's not so bad anymore. When I was a kid, it was kind of scary, but like
it's my ringtone.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love your ringtones. You always have the best ringtones. All right. I'm just gonna say my last 3 that are like kind of on my list is Once Upon a Time, Fringe, and Shameless.
I watched Fringe like a couple times.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was on TV, so I didn't really watch it a whole lot.
I like Fringe because I used to watch it with my mom. Like that was our like mother-daughter bonding time, was like watching Fringe. So that I literally haven't even finished the series, but like because I went to college and then didn't have TV to watch it, and like this was before the stream, like there wasn't streaming then. So
good choices. Well, not all of them.
I know.
No, you have bad taste. So
Yeah.
now that that's wrapped up, guess what time it is?
Beer break.
It is beer break. That is the first time you have gotten that right.
I know, that's because I'm not drunk.
Every time you're like, beer time? Beer, no.
Beer time.
Get a beverage. You're like, no, you slut, you shut up.
Oh, shit. All right, here we go.
Beer break.
Beer break.
While Robbie and Lauren are getting a new beer,
let's take this time to remind all you out there that you can follow us on all our social media platforms, such as on Instagram at The Brew Interviews or Twitter at Brew Interviews. And if you have any questions or suggestions for the show, contact them at thebrewinterviews@gmail.com. Now, back to the show.
And we are back from the beer break. Lauren, I've been told you have a new beer.
That is because I told you that I have a new beer. Yes, I'm now drinking the Finest Kind IPA from Smutty Nose Brewery, which is in Northampton, New Hampshire. Somewhere around there.
So I am sticking with the theme of knee-deep brewing, and I have one of their stouts called Stoutello. I have to turn the whole can to read it because it's too long.
Jesus Christ.
Stoutello. Shut up. It is a chocolate hazelnut milk stout, which is pretty interesting.
Sounds delicious.
I feel like stouts and porters, they're just like hit or miss, like really bad.
Yeah.
They're either amazing or they're just garbage.
I find that also, probably because I don't drink a lot of them, but like if I find one I like I really like it.
Yeah. So?
Moment of truth. Here it is. He made a weird face.
Because I'm not used to that flavor coming through a beer.
Yeah. Well, especially because you were just drinking an IPA.
Yeah.
Probably killed your taste buds a little bit.
It's actually pretty good. I like this. Wow. I actually like this better than that Breaking Bud.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it taste like chocolate milk?
It tastes like chocolate Nutella beer.
Oh, because of the hazelnut.
But it's not super strong like some stouts. No, I think they got this one right.
Oh, good. Well, I'll put it on my list of beers to try.
It's only 6% alcohol.
It makes me want to just like drink some chocolate milk right now.
Yeah, it's not bad. 40 IBU.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I like that.
Wonderful. All right, good. We both got some good beers. Got some good beers here. So let's talk about other people that like good beers, like hipsters. And what are hipsters? Are they millennials? Are we millennials? What's a millennial? What makes us millennials? Jesus Christ, Robbie.
Goddamn millennial.
All right. Now, I did some research on this, Robbie.
Good.
So, according just
Wikipedia?
so no. I didn't. I almost Wikipedia'd it, but Wikipedia was not helpful in this situation. So, I went to the newspapers. And I just wanted to find a defined age range of millennials and the other age groups surrounding them. So, according to, excuse me while I turn the page of my book. According to Pew Research Center, I don't know what the fuck they do, but they sound important. They were in the newspaper. I trust them. It's fine. No fake news here. The age ranges of the different groups are anyone born between the years of 1981 and 1996. So that would make us in 2018, 22 to 37 are millennials.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. 1965 to 1980. So if you're 38 to 53, that is Generation X.
Generation X.
Yep. And then we have the boomers, who are 1946 to 1964. So that would be 54 to 72. And then everyone above that is the silent. Isn't that very ominous?
Yeah, there's two more before that too.
Oh, before millennials?
Silent. No, before silent. There's the GI generation and the lost generation.
Oh, I didn't read that.
Yeah, that goes back even further. But that's not what we're talking about. We were talking about millennials, or otherwise known as Generation Y.
Millennials are Generation Y? Are those interchangeable terms?
Apparently, from all the stuff that I've looked up, that's pretty much what it is. But a lot of people can't agree on when the age range actually starts.
Yeah, this was just based off, like, I needed a firm answer as to what it was. And this seemed pretty definitive.
Yeah, Wikipedia talks about it starting in the early 80s.
Yeah, this one, what did I say? Literally 1980?
81, I think, something like that.
81? Oh, yeah, 81, because 80 is the cutoff for Generation Y, or whatever, X.
Yeah.
But, like, then it went on to define, like, a bunch of different reasons as to why that was the age cutoff. You know what I mean? Like, different political or, like, economic and social factors that kind of make us different from the generation that's, like, below us and the generation before us. You know what I mean? So, like...
So, yeah, I guess I kind of understand. But I understand based on the definition that everybody else gives, we are technically millennials.
Yeah.
I hate that term.
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot of negative stereotypes surrounding it right now because everyone's like, oh, they don't have to work for anything, or they're fucking snowflakes, or like, all they do is whine and complain. And I understand where some of that comes from, but I also don't feel like I fall into those categories.
Yeah, no, not at all. That's why I always thought, to me, millennials started at, like, if you were born in, like, 1999 and later.
Yeah, but like
that's when it really started.
I think that true millennials like us are trying to separate ourselves from like those negative stereotypes by putting them on the generation below us because that's where they're actually stemming from. And people older than us just basically associate everyone who has like a working knowledge of technology as a millennial.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like, but you and I, like, we didn't grow up with the same technology. Like, we grew with technology. We didn't have phones. Like, we barely even had the internet. Like, the internet was just starting to be a thing when we were in, like, elementary school.
Yep.
So,
if that.
Yeah, if that. Like, I remember being excited to be able to go online and, like, look something up. Before that, we had to literally use, like, the Dewey Decimal System and, like, look shit up in a library. You know how hard that shit is to learn? Like, shout out to librarians. God damn.
Yeah, right.
But, like, and now I can literally whip my phone out whenever the fuck I want and look up anything I want, order anything I want, like, have things delivered to me. The amount of growth that we have witnessed for technology is ridiculous, but we also understand what it was like before that. Like,
yeah,
like we don't assume anything, but like these new kids, like the lower generation or the newer generation, is they just like expect it because it's always been there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they're not used to like having to understand to like work for it because it's just there.
Yeah, see, that's the
it's
thing.
Like
they
instant
talk about
gratification.
Yes, and they talk about kids not working hard and everybody gets a trophy, and I'm like, that shit was never a thing when I was a kid. What are you talking about? Like,
yeah, like when I was a kid, I still have all my trophies from like my little leagues because you didn't fucking just get a trophy.
Yeah, you fucking won.
Yeah, you won and you got a trophy. So like the trophies I had, I worked for. Like this isn't like my nephews get like a trophy for showing up to 3 games. Like, and not that my nephews are like lazy like that. Like my nephews are actually very hardworking athletes, but I just use them because they are younger in that generation as an example.
Yeah, but is it even their fault?
No, but, and that's what I'm saying, like, they played in these rec leagues where, like, they didn't even keep score. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of playing if they're not going to teach them how to be good winners and be good losers? Like, this is the problem. This is why people can't cope with fucking rejection, because they can't learn how to lose if they're not playing for a goal.
Yeah, I remember playing rec soccer when I was a little kid every year, and we would just demolish teams.
Yeah.
Like, there's no mercy rule.
Yeah, like you need to learn how to play a game with rules that have an end goal. And guess what? Someone wins and someone loses. Not everyone wins all the time. You have to be able to learn how to lose and lose gracefully so we don't end up with people like Trump in the fucking White House. Sorry, I'll edit that out.
Do you think that's more to the parents, though? Like, it could be the parents from our generation or Generation X that have kind of groomed that behavior.
Well, see, and this is kind of what I think is going to happen, is that our generation is seeing that behavior in the generation after us. So we are not going to like, and like, it bothers me. Like, why on earth would a 10-year-old need a cell phone ever? Like, that's not a thing. Why are you letting your kids watch so much TV? Why do you let them have video games so early? Like, it's unnecessary. Make them go outside and play and like experience the world. And I think, like, that's how I want to raise my kids. So I think that our generation is going to, like, kind of revamp the way that we were raised. So we're gonna have like another downswing of like more like less technology based issues with like the generation after this younger one.
It's possible.
That's what I'm hoping. It's what I'm hoping for.
I started at video games when I was pretty young. I mean, when I was a little kid, my dad gave me an Atari 2600. That was my first gaming system ever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I had systems when I was younger too, but like I also wasn't allowed to play them all the time.
I was outside all the time. I was playing sports all the time. Like it was both.
Yeah.
I love basketball. I would play basketball almost every single day, but I still play video games and like.
Yeah, and like I wasn't allowed to play video games if I didn't do my homework or like if I didn't do my chores. You're not allowed to play video games. Like that was the reward. Like it's not the expectation that like I can just fucking play video games.
But you gotta find that happy medium.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like don't raise your child with technology, because it's important to raise your child with technology because that's what the world is now. Like they need to be informed about technology, but they also need to be informed of the real world happening around them. Go outside, climb a motherfucking tree, fall out of that tree, break a leg. You know what I mean? Like experience life. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, don't break. Only if like an abandoned building that like you're not gonna get caught trespassing for. But like. Robbie.
I didn't get caught because technically I was not on camera.
Well, then you're fine. It wasn't even you.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know, because there's some points where it's like, say your kid's like in 6th grade, 7th grade, or whatever. You know what I mean? Just coming into that point where popularity matters, where your social status is starting to get decided.
Yeah, it's starting to become a thing.
Yeah, if your kid doesn't have a phone, he's gonna get destroyed. He's just gonna get like by other kids, and it's sad, but it's what's gonna happen.
But at the same time, if he doesn't have a phone to check that, like, how's he gonna know that he's getting destroyed by other kids?
On the computer. He's gonna do it on the computer, or they're gonna do it to his face.
Yeah, but if more people, yeah, what?
As someone who's been bullied,
because you didn't have a phone, Robbie?
No, not because I didn't have a phone, but it doesn't matter. Because if you're, I wouldn't say different. I wasn't different. I don't know, but it's gonna happen, and I know that's gonna be one of the main reasons is you don't have what I have, and that's fucking. You know what I mean?
Which is why we all have to raise our kids to not think like that.
Okay, see, but I also agree with the point that sometimes you need a bully.
Yeah, but like, why? You can have a bully, but just like not about that. Like,
no, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, there's always gonna be a bully. There's always gonna be a bully.
That's good though. I think there needs to be a balance. I think bullies kind of bring a balance to the force.
Yes, well, there can be bullies, but like. I think that there can also be a balance of technology in children's lives.
I work with some younger kids, and I'm like, I would have kicked your ass when I was in school. like
Robbie, you're not supposed to be the bully.
I'm like, how come nobody kicked your ass? Like, just the way people act, and then.
Oh, are you talking like if people are being like snobby about shit they just need to be corrected?
Snobby, but just fucking weird ass behaviors.
Like what? Do you have an example?
It's hard to explain.
So, like, no social skills.
Yes, just being a fucking human being, you know what I mean? Just, like
uncourteous? Or is it just that they're, like, oblivious to everyone around them and they're only, like, in their own world?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of get that. It's like, are we on the same planet right now? Like,
yeah.
What's happening? I wonder if, like, there's a lot of, like, the dynamics of our country have really shifted within our lifetimes because, like, 9/11 happened, like, when we were all between the ages of, like, 5 to 20. So we really saw a shift in, like, okay, we were able to recognize that this is a historical significance. Like, okay, our country's going to war. Like, this is a big thing that has that kind of put defining boundaries on like the different political parties and put like kind of a weary division on the country. So we kind of saw that shift, and the newer generations just kind of grew up like with divided lines. Do you think that has to do at all with like behaviors of like the lower generations?
I don't know, because every generation has gone through their 9/11. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like for our parents, it was probably the Kennedy assassination or grandparents would be World War II, and all these things are just going to affect everything.
World War II, I can understand putting more of a dividing like line within the country, but like the Kennedy assassination, like how did that divide? I'm not educated enough on the topic to like talk about.
I mean,
it,
just
but, like,
nobody liked Kennedy. A lot of people didn't like Kennedy, especially within the government, because he was so anti-establishment in a way. Like, he was trying to make some kind of change and anti-corruption, all this crazy shit, even though he did sleep with Marilyn Monroe. But
yeah, get it?
Yeah, right. But I think that definitely had an effect on people.
I guess it's just how we all handle that type of situation.
Or Martin Luther King.
Right.
Assassination, I mean.
Well, that's also of like a really big historical significance. Like they're all...
Is that the same year?
I don't know. But
yeah.
Because they didn't see the shift happen. They just kind of...
Well, yeah, they didn't have the things that we have now. People are more informed than ever.
There's literally news being thrown at you every which way by every single source. Like, it's so hard to sort everything out. I'm not sure if I trust anything except public radio anymore.
Oh, I don't listen to any news.
Well, listen, before the election, I was like a news junkie. All I did was listen to news. I watched the news. I listened to public radio. I watched like streaming news on my phone all day until the election. I literally dropped every single form of news that I watched because I was so disgusted with like what happened and like what was going on with our country and what was being said and people's reactions to everything. I couldn't do it, so I just totally stopped watching the news, and I don't watch it anymore. It's
same way.
Terrible. You can't turn on the news without something just devastating on there or something that gets me all sorts of riled up. And then I'm like, well, why am I stressing myself out about this? I'm just going to turn off the TV.
Yeah. You know, it's been the worst. It's been the whole gun control issue lately.
Oh,
all the shootings.
Robbie.
So those two kids that they've been like interviewing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it.
I think I've seen the guy.
The guy, yeah, that
his dad was like an FBI agent or something.
I don't know. I didn't look up into him. All I know is he looks like a spoiled little bitch.
No, he does look a little bit stuck up, but like he does not give off that vibe at all. Like when he's talking.
But then there's that girl, the girl with the shaved head.
I don't know who this person is.
Look her up. She has no clue what she's talking about. That's the problem, because I'm a gun guy, but I'm not like crazy NRA blah blah blah. But these people have no idea what they're talking about, and that's what bothers me. And now they're doing interviews with these stupid ass kids from middle school and high school that think they know what they're talking about. And
well,
she's
see,
one of
then
them.
they need somebody like you who
knows
what he's talking about. Yeah, well, I think it's important that they're talking about the issue because I have a lot of feelings on a lot of things. So I don't mind guns. I think that people should be allowed to own them. Yeah. I have no problem with that. My uncle is an avid hunter. He always has been. My ex-wife had guns. We had guns in the house. I wasn't super thrilled about it because guns make me uncomfortable, but I've shot guns. Like, I don't think that I want... Like, I have no interest in taking anyone's rights away. But I also think that people who own guns should be safe with them, and we shouldn't let people who are not mentally
but that's the thing, people are going to get a hold of them no matter what.
Yeah, but you could make it harder for them to get a hold of them.
It already is pretty hard in certain states, especially out here in California. It's a pain in the ass.
Well, all I'm saying is that there are other countries that don't have this problem.
Yes, but if you look at England pretty much has a ban on a lot of guns. They have more stabbings than like any country in the world. And they're talking about like banning knives.
Well, good. If that's your problem, dude.
It's crazy. God. You also can't compare two different countries, which is another thing that bothers me. Is that people try to compare two totally different countries. Like, oh, Norway has laws against guns and there's no school shootings. Like, yeah, but Norway has 1/10 the population that we do and zero diversity. So it's like you can't.
That's very true. That's very true. I haven't thought about it like that. And Australia is basically the same way.
Yeah. So Australia, they used to have not a whole lot of gun laws, and then they had the Port Arthur incident.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then they banned a lot of firearms, and they haven't had any shootings, really any mass shootings since. But they also have 1/10 our population and no diversity, not as much diversity, even close. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel like there's a lot of people profiting, and it has a lot to do with safe gun laws being passed. And
Yeah,
I am 100% not trying to. I'm no sort of expert on the topic. I can only say what I feel, and for the very little knowledge that I have, because dear God, Bobby, he is burping up a storm. Damn.
We were being so serious.
I know. He's like, oh, I gotta force all the funny out.
We had to break that away from that anyway. This is a happy podcast. Happy podcast. This is a happy podcast.
Happy podcast.
Happy podcast, and we're gonna be happy.
All right, listen. We're drinking beer. It's hard not to be happy when you're drinking beer.
Right? What? Let's shift away from serious stuff and talk about how much we hate hipsters.
Yes. Now, I have mixed feelings on this topic as well.
I bet you do.
Because there are a lot of hipster lesbians, and they're all very cute. So I'm willing to scuba dive that lifestyle for a hot minute to get with that.
I will give you that. I mean, they got the checkered flannel and the big rimmed glasses.
You give me a bitch with a fucking flannel and some thick rimmed glasses, and I am a puddle on the floor. Let me tell you, hot quick.
So maybe I don't have a problem with hipster girls. I have a problem with hipster dudes
and their goddamn beards.
They just seem to ruin everything. They ruined facial hair, mustaches, and beards.
Yes.
Fucking wearing their goddamn mutton chops and their.
You know that we literally just lost half our listeners, Robbie. We literally just lost half of them.
Yeah, right.
Our Instagram followers just went from 20 to 4.
Maybe they need a reality check, because it's just. I mean, what brewery did we go to? And just everybody except me, you, and Allie were wearing, they were all wearing checkered flannel and
I don't know. Where did we go?
Just beanie caps, checkered flannel. And it's just like, what?
Except, okay, so I feel so bad about this because I literally dress. I am the embodiment of a fucking hipster, but it's only because
you're gay. So no, okay, hear me out, because that's what I'm saying. You're gay, so you can kind of do whatever you want. It's like the black card.
I love that. And I'm going to get a t-shirt that says, I'm gay on the front, and on the back says, I can do whatever I want. Because anyone who's keeping up with any sort of LGBT knows that
Except
that
in
is...
Georgia.
Anywhere north of the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah.
No, but I was just going to say, that's how I dress, because I'm literally just like an old person. Like, I'm the person that the hipsters are trying to embody. Because my parents are just old people, so I'm like, I feel like I'm an old soul, and like that's just how I've always dressed and act. Mm-hmm. That's how it is. Like, that's how I've lived my life. Like, this isn't a thing that a fad that I'm following.
I can see you being a hipster though.
Well, that's because I fucking look like a hipster half the time. Yeah. I feel like.
I mean, you're wearing the checkered flannel with your fucking Chuck Taylors and.
Yeah, because I fucking like how that looks, okay? It gets me the ladies. Yeah,
that's what's in. It's sad.
That's what's in, but that's also how that's how I dressed when I was a kid, too. Like
a boy?
Yes, like a boy, Robbie. I had the pictures to prove it.
I do, too. I have it in my wallet still.
Oh, shit, that's right. I gave Robbie
No, I stole it.
That's true. Robbie stole a picture of I think that was 4th grade.
Elementary, at least.
It was 4th or 5th grade, and I was quite the tomboy. I had short hair, I dressed like a boy, and I did not have my braces had not really started doing what they were supposed to be doing yet, and it is just the worst picture of me in the planet, and Robbie has it in his wallet.
Yeah, and every time I pull it out, people are like, who's that young boy? Like, what happened?
Is that a Justin Bieber?
Yeah, they look so sad.
Picture? Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Oh, it's
yeah,
terrible.
I don't know,
what were we talking about?
Hipsters.
And also, I'm so sorry for the hipsters that are listening.
I'm not. Fucking change your ways.
Change your ways.
Change your ways. Stop pretending to like things because it's not cool.
But if you have a genuine interest in beer, please keep liking it and listening to our podcast. You can find us at the Brew Interviews on Instagram, Brew Interviews on Twitter, thebrewinterviews@gmail.com. And is that it? Is that all of our social media?
Yeah.
We should get business cards, Robbie.
I am not getting business cards. I'll write my own. I'll draw pictures.
Oh, Robbie is an excellent artist. He wrote me a business card once, and I still have it somewhere. He drew a penis on it also.
If we ever have a production company.
Dear God, Robbie, you are not in charge. You are not in charge of business cards.
Surprise Penis Productions. See, it'd be funny.
I have the prototype already. Yeah. I dig that. I dig it.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Where were we? What are you, Robbie? What's your sign?
Scorpio.
Oh, really? I feel like I don't get along well with Scorpios.
Oh, actually, that's because it's made up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna look up your horoscope.
Astrology is made up.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna look up I'm gonna look up your horoscope for the day.
Oh my God.
That's how we're gonna end our episode. And you can tell me, because it's at the end of the day, you can tell me if it's right. If that's what happened for you. Yeah. All right, Scorpio. Do you want your love horoscope or your regular horoscope?
Should we do this on the podcast?
Yeah, this is how we're ending our podcast.
Okay. We can do both.
All right.
Should we introduce this first?
Do we want to introduce it? Do we have a horoscope section? All right, what are we going to call it?
Doesn't matter.
Fake news. This is our
fake news.
All right, everyone. Welcome to our fake news section. AKA, I'm going to read Robbie's horoscope because he doesn't believe in that shit. And I just think it's funny. So, here we go. Robbie is a Scorpio. So Robbie's horoscope for May 6, 2018 is: spiritual and intellectual matters may be very much on your mind, Scorpio. A lot of ideas could have come your way, although until now they may not have been very focused. Today, however, your mind should be clear enough to write down your thoughts and read the works of others in order to gain more insight. The possibility of a short trip out of town could also arise. Enjoy your day.
That's literally part of it, is enjoy my day.
Yeah, that's the last sentence. They're just being nice, Robbie.
So they're wrong on everything.
They're wrong. You haven't been feeling unfocused. I wasn't really paying attention to what it actually said. I was just reading.
Yeah,
it.
right.
You haven't been very focused?
I haven't. Wait.
Have you been?
I haven't been focused, or I have been focused.
It says a lot of ideas could come your way, although until now they may not have been very focused. So have you been having a lot of ideas lately, and now you've just kind of been like, oh, this is what all of this means. So like I have to like get some more insight on this, and now I got it.
No, this shit's fake.
Are you going out of town at all, Robbie?
No, because I work.
I feel like this is more of my horoscope.
This might not make the podcast.
Fine, Robbie. I'm just telling you what your horoscope was. I could read your love one if that would make you feel better.
Yeah, let's read the love one.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, hold on. Wait, I closed it.
You bitch.
You bitch. I didn't think that you would actually say yes. Oh.
Is it bad?
Oh, that's so cute. Okay.
Oh, God.
All right, your love horoscope for May 6, 2018. This may seem to be a quiet day when it comes to love and romance, and certainly not the time of any great jollity. Is that a word? Jollity.
Jollity?
Jollity. Jollity. I feel like I was in a spelling bee. Today's planetary alignment indicates that meeting the right person or attracting someone special could be a matter of getting involved in more serious pursuits, such as a game of chess or a game of chess? What the fuck? Are you just supposed to sit at a park with a chessboard and hope that somebody comes along and wants to play? Oh, Jesus. Such as a game of chess or profound but fascinating discussion. If you think you love them, go for it. Does it cause like an ex-Cosmo writer write these?
Yeah, right.
I like them though. I check my horoscope every day.
That's sad.
I don't think it's sad. I think it's kind of fun. Like, I'll read it and be like, I wonder how accurate it's going to be. It's more of like a check and balance kind of thing than I'm going to find my true love today kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Read it at the end of the day, not the start of the day.
Well, I kind of read it midday. I read it around lunchtime because that's when I am like eating my lunch at work and not really doing anything. So, yeah.
I don't know if we're going to use this.
All right. Well, do we want to have a different ending? We can't just end on, okay, gun control's over. All right, Robbie. So do you think that we fall into the categories of the mainstream thinking of what a millennial is?
Mainstream, no. I think by the definition, yes, technically we do fall into we are millennials. I think it's wrong.
I don't think that you and I possess the qualities of the negative stereotypes that people portray these days.
No, but everybody, like every generation has had that discussion. You know what I mean? Like baby boomers hated Generation X.
Yeah. Well, I kind of feel like it's like a senior in high school. You just got to pick on the new guy for a little while.
Yeah, it'll be something different in.
Yeah. Generation.
2 years,
wait,
2 or
what's
3
the generation under us? Generation Y. Generation X? We're Generation Y.
Generation X, yeah.
Generation X will figure out what to fucking pick on Generation Q or whatever is coming after that.
We'll see.
Yeah. We're basically... Oh my God, Robbie. The generations are the bullies. We gotta have bullies. Keep us in check.
I told you.
Boom. Boom. And there's your philosophic discussion on the Brew interviews. Have a good night.
Is that how we're ending it? That is not how we're ending it.
Oh, shit. Okay, we can end it better.
I will end it for you.
All right, and here is Robbie ending our podcast how it should actually be ended.
Oh, man. Guys, we talked about a lot of things. We talked about lawsuits. We talked about our favorite TV shows. We talked about millennials. We talked about hipsters as much as I wouldn't have wanted to.
As much as one can stand to talk about hipsters.
Right. Talked about gun control, something we could probably talk about for probably an hour.
It could get intense.
Yeah, I would probably get pretty heated. Not at you, but just at the overall views. Either way, it's been great. Episode 4?
Episode 4. Hopefully you'll stay tuned for episode 5.
Yeah, if this didn't get you away.
I mean, if they've stuck with us this long, maybe they actually like us and they'll stick around a little longer.
Beer is good.
Yes, and I'm happy to drink it.
Good night.
Good night.
This has been The Brew Interviews, a bi-weekly podcast about craft beers coast to coast with Lauren and Robbie.
I love this, Robbie. We did so good.